thanks for watching. Real quick, Never Pay Again members, a lot of you guys are having issues logging into Merkabah Academy. If you're getting a redirect to WordPress, we disabled that whole thing. So you should not be getting redirected to WordPress. If you are, then you need to probably clear your browser cache, I recommend using Google Chrome. Clear your browser cache. That should fix the issue. There's other people that emailed us with the same problem. Once they cleared their browser cache, that cleared up the issue. As you can see here, you log in, there's no option to log into WordPress no more. So that's gone. If you're seeing it, that's your problem. Restart your computer, try a different browser, but you should not be seeing that issue to log into WordPress because we completely disabled it. And it probably still exists within your browser. So you got to clear it and clear all that out so you won't get redirected. So that's the problem. If you're a Never Pay Again member and you don't have a blue check, make sure you shoot me an email. Shoot us an email, you already know, therealmerkabah@gmail.com or Merkabah team at merkabahacademy.com, either one. And we'll fix it, we'll take care of it. So make sure you guys, if you're supposed to have a blue check, if you're a Never Pay Again member, and you don't see that blue check when you log in, make sure you shoot us an email so we can update your account because we're changing the site. We're getting rid of a lot of accounts. So make sure you guys, let us know that you're a Never Pay Again member. There's a different, you have more access if you're a Never Pay Again member versus if you're not. So everybody who's Never Pay Again member, you have completely different access. We're going to get rid of free accounts altogether. And because a lot of spam and everything has been happening, it's been slowing down the site, but we figured out a way around that and now have, plugins and software to take care of any spam accounts, what have you. So since we're deleting those, we don't want to delete anybody that's actually a Never Pay Again member. We know who you guys are, but just to make it quicker and easier on us, if you're supposed to have a blue check and you don't, shoot us an email and say, hey, update my account and we'll take care of it. Also, Never Pay Again membership is still available at a reduced price. The link is in the description. Make sure you guys take advantage. Also, again, for Stock Market Final, it comes with all the other stock market videos at a reduced price. So make sure you guys take advantage of that before it go back to $89.99. It's lower right now. You get all the videos. It's going to be the same way with the next Saturn saving video. You'll get them all for one price. And like I said, I'm ending off a lot of these series, so this is why we're doing that and why I'm putting down the rundown videos. So make sure you guys take advantage of all these sales and everything, and make sure you guys support, and I appreciate it. It's a lot of people who are not getting the information. The last video I put out, I don't even think it's at 1,000 views yet. It's a lot of shadow banning going on. I'm actually in talks with YouTube trying to get that straightened out. It's a lot of people complaining about not seeing the live streams. It's a lot of people who haven't seen a lot of videos that I put out. So people are just not getting the alerts. They hit the bell and they still not getting the alerts. It's nuts. I understand. I know it's stressful. It's stressful over here as well. So we're trying to get around all that with Merkabah Academy and trying to make it a lot easier for everybody to get the information and what have you. So go and get into this video. It's a video a lot of people have been asking about for a long time. So it's definitely something we need to talk about, but we'll get a lot more into it later on. So yeah, gaming. I've been a gamer my whole life. I'm in my early 40s, so I grew up with, Nintendo, Atari, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega, all that stuff. I had all of them. I still have all of them. So I'm an avid gamer, especially on PC, and I play games a lot. As I talk about a lot, how games help you unwind and games really make you focus. It's really a lot of benefits to being a gamer and playing games, especially first-person shooters. Any games that's fast-paced, that's causing your eyes to move quickly and rapidly and focus. And those games are really building a lot of potential within you as far as your cognitive reactions to a lot of things. A lot of people have no clue about this because, they tell you video games are rot your brains and movies are rot your brains. But you're really training yourself when you play video games. You're really training yourself to be smarter, to be more alert, to be more attentive to a lot of things that you wasn't really understanding before. So with me, video games help me learn how to drive. They help me with my hand-eye coordination. They help me out with a lot playing games. And a lot of people don't notice until you really start to see the studies. More than ever today, a lot more gamers are out there. There's a lot more new gamers, especially women, because they're starting to see the science, the metaphysics, the consciousness behind gaming. And it's a lot that goes with it. It's sort of now becoming a lot more popularized because of, just the technology now is just way better. I grew up with freaking 4-bit, 8-bit games or what have you. We thought Sega Dreamcast was like the greatest thing ever when it came out. I mean, the graphics looked so real back then. And today I look at them and was like, well, how the hell did that look so real to us back then? So it's crazy. Now, the gaming, the graphics that's out there, what Intel, what a lot of these companies is doing, NVIDIA, these gaming companies, that the software companies or what have you, that's doing amazing things with software and technology, and it's just getting a lot better. But it's giving us a lot more immersive experience in gaming. I mean, when you have a lot of these open world games, and you're seeing so much, and your eyes are taking in so much, it's part of an experience that you're getting. And it's basically expanding your consciousness and your ability to perceive new things you probably would never see unless you play these games. It's affecting the dream world, it's affecting your physical state and how you are perceiving things today. So gaming gives you the ability to filter out distractions. It improves your attention, you understand? So it's a lot of people get really focused when they're playing games, and to have that ability to block out distractions while focusing on something that is super strategic is definitely an attribute to have. It's definitely something that's positive with the gaming experience. So, you're able to pay a lot more attention now. You're able to really focus on things more now. And these things, a lot of people don't understand consciously how they've developed a lot more by playing games. But there's also a negative side to gaming, of course. Procrastination is the biggest one. A lot of people just lose touch with reality, and they, play games mostly while there's other things that they can do. You can use gaming to benefit yourself, or it'll bring you down. And it's up to the gamer to be conscious of these things so they can know, how to play, what way to get into this thing and what way to not. And there's not a lot of people putting this out there so you guys can understand the consciousness benefits of gaming and how they can help you out. So I talk about meditation a lot. And with meditation, you're programming yourself. That's the thing. So you go in, and with meditation, you focus on what you want to do, the things you want to do with your life, the direction you want to go. And you focus and you dwell on that. And you see how you have to get to that point, the steps you need to take to get there, what you need to do, how much you need to save. All of that comes into play when you're meditating. A lot of people have no idea what to do when they meditate, but this is what you're supposed to do, is to focus on those things and see yourself getting them and how you get them. And in doing so, you're programming yourself. So you begin to walk that path that you programmed in meditation. So in your daily routines and how you live in your lives, there's certain choices that you won't make now because you have programmed yourself to make a better choice with meditation. So a lot of things we do when we say to ourselves, why the hell did I do that? I shouldn't have done that. Why did I spend that money? Oh, I shouldn't have bought this. And we have a lot of regret because we haven't trained ourselves to stay away from certain things. With meditation, you can train yourself to stay away from certain things and walk that path towards your goal instead of being, controlled by video games, controlled by, the media, controlled by popular culture, what have you, and things that's trending. When you meditate, you take yourself out of that programming and into the programming of yourself, and then you move forward. And it's the same thing. See, with gaming has already, everything's been created for you. Everything is there. You're playing the game that's already predetermined. And a lot of people, we know what's going to happen, and we know the goal in gaming when we start the game. Free the princess, save the world, what have you. Kill zombies, whatever the experience may be. We know what we got to do. So you get into the game and your focus is on that. I know I got to get these keys, I got to unlock these doors, I got to solve these riddles and puzzles, and you're focused on that. So while you're in the game and you're gaming and you are strategically taking down these milestones, building up to a final point. And what happens is, a lot of people don't realize, you release dopamine in all these challenges. When you beat a major boss, you release dopamine. When you meet a challenge or a goal, you find a special weapon, you release dopamine. And it's a powerful thing that happens, and it gets you more immersed in the game. And that can cause addiction, as we know, but it can also give you the understanding, if you couple that with meditation, that these are things that I need to do. I need to, meet goals. I need to hit milestones. I need to clear levels, clear boards, get through bosses. You understand? Beat these bosses and move forward into the game to get to the next level. And it's the same thing with your life. You got to get through bosses. You got to clear boards. You got to save this. You got to do that. You have to do what you need to do to move forward. And it's something that kind of goes without saying that we all can understand it in this way, that there's certain pitfalls and hurdles you need to get around to be more successful in life. But if you're not programming yourself to do this, then you won't do it. And if you don't understand the connection between gaming and this, you won't see it. You'll think you're just playing a game, which most people do. They don't even understand the abilities that they're building up within themselves and how to translate that into the real world. And some people do it, subconsciously. They don't really understand what's going on. They just do it. They don't know why they're more goal-oriented. They don't know why they want to knock down all these hurdles in their way. They don't even know why they're more, they like to be challenged more. Understand? They're more competitive because gaming does that to you and it puts you in that spirit. So you get into the metaphysics of it, the spirituality of it, consciousness of it, and it's deep. And it takes you into a lot of different places and understandings when you start to look at the benefits of gaming, more so the benefits than the pitfalls, because the pitfalls are something that we all can come out of. You have an addiction to gaming, you got to play it all the time, and you just procrastinate, and you don't go outside, you don't get work done, then you're not going to be using those benefits that I just talked about to benefit your life. You're going to be stagnant, you're going to be complacent, and you're going to use the dream world as the only goal in life that you need to reach, versus using that power, that strategy you have, that, ability to problem solve, to focus. Instead of using that on you, it's just going to be for gaming, and you got to get out of that. Now, the gaming is something called the flow state, and you guys probably heard this before. The flow state is basically saying like you're in the zone. You understand? The flow state is something that's real. It's a huge release of dopamine, but it's concentrated. And when you're in the flow state, you are locked in. You're locked in on the game. You're locked in on the situation. The flow state exists in different things throughout our lives. We see it with sports all the time. How can this player be so much better than everybody else on the court? Or why is this football player so much better as a running back or as a receiver or what have you? Because they're constantly in that flow state. And you develop, or you get into that flow state in a development process as you've gone along. Because, once you start out doing something and you get the hang of it, you just go. It's like riding a bike. Once you learn how to pedal that bike right and get your balance and everything together, you're gone. It's the same thing with the game. Once you get immersed in gaming and you understand what buttons to press, where to go, and you're locked in. You're locked in, and then you're just going. Especially with first-person shooters, when you go on room to room, fighting games, when you really got to focus on your attack and everything like that, you're in that zone, you're locked in, and a lot of it comes down to your hand-eye coordination with buttons, just being able to see what's coming. And being in this flow zone, just in reality, we see with sports, as I said, basketball players, they just in the zone. They're so focused. They're in that state that they can't miss a shot because they're so focused that the hand and body coordination to shoot the ball, to make it get into the court is just on point. You got to understand how that is. That's just a flow. That's a movement. And if you do it perfectly every time, you do it right, that ball's going to go in every time. You're going to be focused enough to catch the ball if you're a receiver. You're going to be focused enough to get around your opponent. You're going to be strong enough and what have you. You're in that zone. And it's so much that we see from gaming that equals up to this, that equates to this, that you can use and spin it into your daily life and just be in the zone doing the same thing as far as crushing goals, crushing achievements to get to where you want to be. So gaming will give you a boost in visual capability. It'll give you a boost in focus. It'll give you a boost in so many different things that you can parallel to how you become successful in other things in life. So one of the best games, everybody plays Call of Duty. It's a big deal. And that game is played by some of the most smartest people on the planet. And it involves a lot of strategy, a lot of movement. Like moving through those rooms really helps with your visual, spatial capabilities and how you move throughout life. Because being able to problem solve while moving that quick is going to benefit you in a lot of things. In a lot of jobs, but just in life, give you more a major ability to really problem solve and think critically when you're playing these games, because you got to think quick, fast, real time. You're a gamer, you understand, how beneficial these things could be if you have those capabilities within the game. Because when you're gaming, you're playing against other people, you say to yourself, how is this person so good? Why can't I beat this person? Because that person is in that flow zone. They're locked in. And some people are just playing to play for the entertainment, not locked in on the game. So it's a difference between a person who plays the game, and it's a difference between, and a gamer. A gamer is a gamer. And this is what you do. You game, you use it for, so many different reasons besides just, zoning out or entertainment purposes. But gamers game and they know everything about their game and they get into everything. They beat all the achievements. They end the game, but they do everything else within the game. And it's just how it is. It's just like, you got to completely complete a game if you're a gamer versus just playing to have fun and not really getting any benefits from that besides entertainment benefits. But real gamers, and you guys know who you are, you understand, like, there is sort of a madness to it that we have as far as meeting certain levels and beating things at certain times, and the achievements, that's everything that the creators put into that game you want to get, and things that people don't even know about. So a game like GTA 5 that has this huge open world, and then now we have the ability to mod. If you're a modder like me, I mod a lot, then you understand, like, being able to bring certain things within the game that's just brings a lot more to the experience. And as I told you guys, that's what it's all about, experiences. So gaming, especially for people now who use Oculus and everybody that's into VR, what have you, VR and AR, it's a different change. So it's a change in gaming. It's completely different from what we're used to. And it's a lot of benefits to that, especially with things like spatial, as I talked about before with Oculus, and just a different way to interact with people. And for the most part, gaming just really created, it made friendships all over the world. A lot of studies been done on gaming. Don't think I'm just talking crazy. Been so many studies. So one, which I've seen it with my own eyes, kids who didn't have any friends or didn't talk a lot, once they got into online gaming and they met people, their whole vocabulary changed, because they're talking and interacting with different people from all over the world, different points of views, different ways they talk, and they take in a lot of that in gaming, and then you'll see it, reflect. You guys, if you got kids, you've seen it already, if they're gamers, but you see it reflect, and you have to make sure that it reflects in a positive way. And a lot of times it has. A lot of kids are more focused now. They understand the importance of completing certain things and tasks in order to do something. So, like, kid's a gamer, you want to make sure he has his chores done and rooms clean and everything like that before he plays. He understands I have to meet these goals. I have to complete these things in order for me to get to the game. And it's just like in the game. And that's how you use the game to actually benefit, your kid's life and experience or what have you, and have that benefit you rather than hurt you. If you just let the kid play the game all day and don't give him anything to do before that, no life, goals or things he has to complete before playing, he's just going to get sucked in the game. He has all day to play it, and it's crazy. Some kids won't come to eat. They won't go outside and play. And that's one of the things that's really keeping kids in the house. And, there's nothing better than having those friendship experiences outdoors. The way I grew up with friends, we went and rode bikes, we played basketball, skateboards, running, all that. So gaming does expand your consciousness and gives you a whole different understanding of existence. Especially playing in first person is almost like, reality, or seeing yourself in third person. You can see the person you're controlling. It's a different experience that you've probably seen in the dream state when you go to sleep. You've seen yourself, normal, or in third person, you're actually looking at yourself move. And a lot of that has to do with gaming for gamers who have experienced that. But it's a lot of benefits, as I said, to gaming. There's a lot of downfalls, and I can't leave those out.